Welcome to Anthro 207, Linguistic Anthropology. My name is Eunha Jung. I hold a PhD in linguistics, and I will be your guide through this journey of linguistics. My name Eunha is a tough one for you to pronounce. I want you to do this. Relax and just give yourself a big punch in the stomach. I'm not joking. When you do that, you'll probably make a sound like ugh. And that's exactly the sound of this vowel that does not exist in English. So my name is Eunha. Try it. Eunha works every single time, and you'll never forget it. Eunha Jung. That's my name. In case you think I'm a very, very boring linguistics teacher, and you might end up looking like this all quarter long, I need to tell you about my secret life. My secret life is a life of a producer for a very successful tango radio show that I produce from the historic Sunset Gower Studios in Hollywood, California. You read that right. You heard that right. I actually produce a radio, the only English speaking tango radio show in the world, and we have listeners from everywhere. So, thank you very much. I'm not all that boring. Anyways, online classes are different from any classes you might have taken. What does it take? It takes a busload of self-discipline. If you're not one of those get up and go kind of a person, online classes can be very, very, very challenging. And along with it, high motivation. You have to have this like inner desire to somehow improve your life or to learn something, because every time you learn something, a little crack in the universe opens up a little bit and you get to understand the world a little bit better. And we're doing that with linguistics. And when you take psychology, you're doing the same thing, opening another door and then learn something. And the universe is no longer a dark place that children, as a child you might have been afraid of. Technology, of course, is very important, and time is of the essence, seriously, because a lot of people think, oh, online classes, you can do it in pajamas, you don't need a lot of time. It's a click, 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 you're done. It's really not true. Linguistics is a very, very intensive class. There's a lot to learn in a very short amount of time. This being a summer class, you really don't have a lot of time. And you need to read, and there's a lot of information to process. So giving yourself a highly concentrated time, like 2 hours at a time, something like that, without distraction. It's very important. I know distraction is the name of the game these days, but it's really, really important for you to just keep a very clean slate, clean desk, metaphorically, literally, so that you can really concentrate. And support from your family so that you can concentrate, not your children banging on the door wanting your attention, kind of a thing. Also, basic computing skills are very important. So what do you need? High-speed internet, thumb drive to save all of your work, Microsoft Office, may need a Word program so that you can submit your assignments in a format that's compatible with what I can read. Macintosh's program Pages, and I can't open it. If you don't have Word, you can go to openoffice.org and download their Word program, which is very compatible. I don't want you to go out and buy a smartphone, but if you have a camera, that's fine, digital camera or a scanner, because the reason that you need these things, or one of them anyway, is because we will have to sometimes use tree diagrams or the International Phonetic Symbols, which are not easy to type in. Then what I want you to do is I want you to do this by hand, take a picture and turn these pages into one PDF file and then submit it. So you just need one of these things. and a backup computer, of course. The platform we'll be using is called Canvas, and this is how you sign in. This is the portal page. By the way, the website for that is, oh, it's not going to that page. Let me see. It's olympicinstructure.com. olympicinstructure.com. And that's the portal page. You sign in. And then once you get into the linguistics page, you will know that my modules are arranged by the weeks. So let's look at a sample week. And you have the to-do list. You start with that every week. And then there are assignments. These symbols mean discussions, and this means an assignment that's going to be graded. I mean, these are graded as well, but you can see the points here. Each week at the end of the chapter, you will have to do exercises. Not all of them. I mean, it would be impossible for you to complete all the exercises. I assign several that you should complete, and I usually give you 2 weeks for the exercises. For discussions, you need to post 2 or 3 depending on the discussion. And when I say 2 posts, I mean like one, for example, it can be any combination. 1 post of your own, so you initiate a discussion, and then 1 response to your peers' posts. Or you can do 2 posts of your own. But don't do 2 replies, that's too passive. And each week you will have to define key concepts in each chapter. I don't want you to put all the concepts. Pick about 5 and then really define them in your own words. And one way you can truly show to me that you understand the concepts is when you can really come up with your own examples from observations of people's linguistic behaviors surrounding you, because language behaviors are everywhere. You know what I mean? When your little brother swears, there's a language behavior. If your I don't know, uncle who has a very heavy foreign accent, and the foreign accent disappears when he speaks with certain people, and then it thickens as he speaks with his compatriots, that's a language behavior. So those examples are really crucial. And this particular discussion, which will come up only once during week 1 really, is what's your language question. This is very important because it's going to be on your final. I want you to come up with almost a naive question about language, anything. Something like, think about urban myth, for example. People say women talk more than men do. Is it really true? That should be your language question. And then for the remainder of the quarter, I want you to find answers to your question. And the answers can be found in databases that I will put links to. Or, I want you to start from our textbook. Our textbook is just filled with bibliographies of related topics. So if you can kind of zoom in on, maybe by raising your question, and then going to the index and find the relevant pages, and then start with the bibliography of the relevant section, and then you can go to databases and find all the answers. The textbook is An Introduction to Language, 9th edition. It's crucial for you to buy the right edition because it's not the latest edition. Don't buy the latest. If you buy the wrong edition, your exercise numbers will be off, and if you don't do the right exercises, you won't be prepared for the final. It's crucial. And since it's not the latest edition, the book is actually a little cheaper. And the book, think of this book as your teacher, because I'm not standing in front of the class and giving lectures each week. The book kind of takes the place of a teacher. What to expect? Each week you will have to do textbook exercises that I assign you, but I give you 2 weeks to complete them. Final exam, And in the middle of the quarter, you will have to do video worksheets. And these are based on videos that I post. You can just go to the assignment page and look at all the videos. There are 5 videos. I want you to watch 2 of them and answer the questions in the worksheets and really be prepared to answer in detail, because it's also going to be on the final. And the videos are either available at the library for internal viewing or Amazon or YouTube. You can find them, most of them online. And discussions each week are also important. So what will you get out of this class? No fear of the International Phonetic Alphabet. I tell you, the International Phonetic Alphabet can drive you nuts. They look somehow a little bit like English, but they're not exactly. They've got all kinds of squiggly lines and Greek letters, all kinds of things. Treat this sacredly, as if it's like a chemical element chart or the multiplication tables. Expect to memorize them. I know in today's educational system you don't have to memorize a lot of things. You probably don't have your own phone number memorized. This you need to memorize, okay? So after this class, you will not have any fear of the International Phonetic Alphabet, and you'll know what they are too. And also you will have a renewed appreciation for language, unless you already have it. And language, I tell you, it is the flowering glory of human civilization. I want you to treat it like a, I don't know, 10-carat diamond with multiple facets. And each chapter we will be studying one facet of this beautiful thing we call language. And you will start to think like a linguist. And who knows, at the end of this semester, quarter, you might meet a new, I don't know, guy on a date and say, "What's your favorite phoneme?" and impress the person, right? And linguistics being a science, you will develop analytical skills, and you will actually should be able to apply these skills in other classes as well. So how to ace this class? Log in regularly. Plan to do it at the top of the day. I don't know, if not daily, at least 3 times a week. Do not procrastinate. If you do not heed to this advice, you will pay the price. Participate actively in discussions and get engaged. And complete all the assignments in a timely manner. But, above all else, I'm handing you this beautiful 10-carat diamond. Prepare to enjoy every facet of it and just marvel at its beauty. All right? Let's have some fun. Welcome.